Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Helena Elizabeth. Thank you for being here. This video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what moot court is or arguments is, at least in my law school. I hear that this is common and every law school has to do it. I'm just not sure, that it matches the same thing stylistically, I guess. So I'm a week out from the moot court actually happening. I have had at least 2 weeks, I believe, with the topic at hand. And so what happened, I think the way it works is that there's a moot court board who organizes the moot court competition. It's just one else, and we go up against our same classmates in our legal research and writing class. So it's all within your same group of people that you've been working with, but they are the one who bring attorneys and get volunteers that are going to serve as judges during the actual oral arguments. And then also each class is assigned a case counsel, which is someone who had the same professor the year before and who is the one in charge of leading us into this process. They decide the topic that we're going to be arguing. They kind of design the fact pattern with the professor, and they are the resource that we have throughout this process to ask questions about how best to make an argument, how to organize what moot court it's supposed to look like. And then we also have mandatory videotaping sessions with our case counsel where we practice our oral argument, and they record it and then they send it back to us with feedback on how we did and how we can improve for the actual oral argument. So I have been terrible and I have procrastinated when it came to the topic. My topic is on contracts. It's about an extension on a lease, and that somebody I'm actually respondent who breached the contract and did not send a notice that they wanted to increase the lease time. So my job is to make up arguments why there's a specific doctrine involved, the fountain doctrine, why that should apply, and why respondent, my client, should be granted equitable relief, and why the contract should continue instead of it being voided. So that's what I've been doing, and the way it looks like in terms of what you do is that you're researching cases that you can use to argue your points. So you're trying to find other court cases that have either found in your favor or that mention rationale that you can use to argue your points. And so that's kind of what you mainly do. You research, and then once you've researched your cases and kind of found points, you put it all together in a brief format and then break it down into bullet points where you can speak it and / argue it orally against one of your classmates. Like I said, today I'm a week out and I've had a videotaping session already, but I personally really enjoyed doing speech and debate in high school. I didn't do it in college, but I love it, and it reminds me so much of those days preparing for debates and all of that. So I'm really excited for this. I just need to really get on with it, with actually preparing my materials. I know what the topic is about and I kind of know what points are, but I haven't pinpointed exact cases that I can use in the arguments. So I have work to do for sure. But that's basically what it looks like. You get a topic, you have somebody to guide you through this process. You're going against a classmate that you've known this entire time in law school, and you are either the petitioner or the respondent. So you're either helping someone who has broken the breach or whatever it is, because the contract isn't the only topic, but you're on either side. And then the way the moot court is set up is that it's petitioner goes first with an opening statement. They can save time for rebuttal after I go, and I go in the middle for 15 minutes. I don't have any other extra time. I have to do my own rebuttals in that time as well. And then after that, petitioner has the option to go if they want to again, and then the judges deliberate. We get told who won, and then we get feedback. So this first year moot court thing is really about feedback. It's about practicing, it's about learning how this works and everything. So hopefully this was not too confusing, but I'll keep you updated as I kind of get better at what I'm doing, I guess, or as I prepare for the actual day of. Right now, I still don't feel so nervous, but I bet that will come the closer I get. We had a false start. I thought I had already known who I was going up against, but they messed up the timing and everything, so I don't know who I'm up against yet, and we're a week out, so I kind of want to know at least when I'm going, because it's the weekend, but it's only 1 hour long, so you just need to know what's your time slot. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Hey everyone, so an update. Today is my Moot Court day. My time slot is at 2 p.m. and I still don't feel that nervous, surprisingly. I feel like it'll kick in right before or something like that. But an update of what it's been like since this week. Basically, we've been practicing. I've practiced twice a week, the 2 classes that we had, and I signed up for an extra videotaping session with my case counsel. So I practiced a total of 3 times. I practiced with a friend also in between. So I guess I practice almost every day, to be honest, just saying out loud what my arguments are. Although the first 2 times I was still not done because serious procrastination with this. I really did. But so I finished my whole argument 2 days ago, and I actually did not read all the cases that were available to us. I just went with what I read. I went with what I had, and I said an argument, and that's what I went with. My case counsel says she thinks it's pretty good. So I'm gonna roll with it, So it's 5 pages total. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can kind of see what it is. So it's 5 pages total. This is literally something everybody has to say, at the beginning. Well, that's my respondent name, but the good afternoon, your honors, or whatever, a roadmap, my points. That's my first argument, kind of cases. I bold things to signify to me to say it more forcefully, kind of take a pause here, slow down. That's something that I have a problem with. I talk too fast. But yeah, so examples, and then I have some, since I'm responding, I have some counterpoints if the petitioner brings it up, some active rebuttal as they call it, transitions into my second one, since there's 2 issues in this case, more examples, literally notes to myself, because judges could ask questions, and so that's just something that could be helpful for me, examples, and then having a conclusion all in bold so that I can easily scroll down to if I run out of time, and I can ask for a brief moment to conclude. So 5 pages total. I literally, every time I practice, I've had it pulled up on the side of my screen while on Zoom. So that's going to be what I do. I've really been focusing on trying to make sure that it doesn't look like I'm reading, but also focusing on making eye contact with the screen. So far, it seems that I do that pretty well, pretty okay. It does not look like I'm just reading. It doesn't sound like I'm just reading. And I think that has a lot to do with my bolding certain phrases that tells me emphasize this, slow down here, etc. And in regards to active rebuttal, a technique that I've had since I did speech and debate in high school was to have a blank sheet of paper and a pencil and write down the roadmap of the petitioner and what they're saying, and think of well, do I cover this already? And if I don't, what's the thing I can say? So that's that. And then my minute is 15 minutes total. Most of the time that I've run this, I without interruptions, it's around 9 minutes. So that's feels pretty good for when I do get interrupted, because I'm sure that will be the case, and it also gives me some time to come up with new active rebuttals on the spot. So that's how that's going. It's 11:20 a.m. It's at 2 p.m. when mine is. I was just reading for criminal law. I'm going to go make some lunch, and then I'm going to come back and start getting ready. How we have to be wearing, a suit, blazer, and all that stuff for the top half anyways, because that's what's visible. So I'm going to go eat. I'm going to come get ready, probably do my face and something with my hair, and probably run it at least twice before, and then go ahead and do it. The whole thing lasts an hour. Really, the argument itself is 30 minutes, because petitioner gets 15 and I get 15, and then we will know who wins in that moment. The judges will go deliberate in a breakout room and then come back and tell us, which is crazy. That's crazy to me. Every time I did debates in high school, like we didn't know immediately. Like you went home, you found out the results later. So that to me is insane. But I am still very excited for this. I actually haven't seen my classmate who I'm going to be going up against this whole week. So let's see what she has. What, bring it. So yeah, again, super excited. Not yet nervous. Probably will be. So yeah, I'll update you later. All right, so I had lunch, literally scrambled eggs with tortillas, and now I'm going to practice a little bit, start getting ready, practice one more time, and then be ready to go. This is the setup. My laptop, a piece of paper where I can take notes and rebut the petitioner. And yeah, I'm gonna be standing instead of sitting down on my desk. So this is going to be the vibe. Update you later. Okay, just practice. It is 12:41 p.m. Now I'm getting nervous and I'm like, I need to get ready, which I am. But it was like around 9 minutes and 11 seconds, which I think is totally fine. But I'm getting nervous now. One of my friends, she already went this morning and she said she got a bunch of questions asked. So like hella interruptions. And I'm like, I think I can handle it, but I don't wanna anymore. But I'm excited. I'm gonna remember that I am excited. Okay, I'm gonna get ready now. It's 1:12 p.m. It's at 2. We're supposed to log in a little earlier. I think the recommended was like 15 minutes. I'm looking up my mirror, sorry. And I do feel nervous. I practiced one time. It doesn't matter though, but I practiced because, you know, the key is about active rebuttal, I think, especially if like we want to win, you know. I don't know if I want to win, to be honest. When I was going into this whole thing, the only thing I had in mind was that I didn't want to make a fool of myself. Everybody wants to win at some point, right? And I still want to practice one more time before starting. I'll show you guys the fit, but and then to be honest, I don't even know if this is necessarily what I'm going with, but I really like the vibe. Like the gold jewelry with the brown and the black. I feel pretty badass. And you can't really see my hair, but I did this whole like braid ponytail thing, and I really dig it. I know what it looks like, you know. From the video, all you're gonna see is this and like probably this, but it's fine. Don't judge my makeup skills because I don't have any. Do they do that? Do they have like makeup classes? I feel like that might be good for me. That way I feel even more confident. I was reading a post the other day, somebody saying that they have been makeup free for like 4 years because they like their daughter asked them like why people put on makeup, and she didn't have an answer she felt comfortable giving to her daughter, and so she decided to give it up because she just felt like there was no real reason to wear makeup. What do you guys think? I think to me, it's not that I really feel like I have to, and most days I don't. I only do it when I have more professional things, which I've also heard is like a thing, you know, like are women not seen professionally if they don't wear makeup, right? I don't think they're not professional if you don't wear makeup. I just like it because I feel like it's another part of the process to get ready and prepared. Like for me, just as like putting on earrings, and a necklace and like whatever, like makeup is part of that process for me. So let me know in the comments what you think. Part of me feels like I'm going super fast for no reason. It's 1:15 and that's what's making me feel more nervous. But I always like to go to the bathroom before, and like I said, I want to run it again. I look better in my mirror than I do with my camera here, so that's making me like double take, like, does it look good or does it not look good? Are any of my YouTube followers Catholic? How is Lent going for you guys? For me, I feel like I've been 60% good with like my Lenten goals, but overall I feel like it's been pretty chill. I think I've been open to receiving during the season. I've been doing Bible in a Year with Father Mike Schmidt on the Hallow app. The Hallow app is amazing. so many meditations, prayers, challenges, Bible in the Years on there too. It's also on a podcast, but I like that it's also on there because that makes it really easy for me to just do one app. I'm gonna go with Classified. This is the Morph Jocelyn Hill thing. I think somebody gave this to me for my birthday. I don't really buy palettes. The only one I've ever bought has been this 24K nudes because I'm obsessed with Bruno Mars and 24K. To be honest, do I even know if it was like because of his thing? I don't know, but I saw 24K and I got excited and I did it. And I do like it. It's almost done. Like I've used a lot of them, except for those darker colors. I don't understand how that isn't a nude palette. That's not really nude. When I close my eyes, I feel like time to go to bed. All I'm doing is applying eyeshadow and I should not be getting ready to go to sleep. I need to get new mascara. This is what I've been using for like years. Maybelline Lash Sensational, but I feel like it doesn't do anything. Watch. Where are my eyelashes? Any recommendations for mascara? Okay. I think I'm ready. Do you guys use anything like this? Like, I don't even know what the point of it is, but I do it anyways. Right. I'll show you the whole fit right now. You know the dirty mirror, but this is the whole fit. Black leggings, orange Crocs. Yeah. Ponytail vibes. Ready. Okay, I am actually so freaking nervous. I'm like shaking, but I just did a practice run and it felt good. One thing that I tried to do, and like, I don't know, it's a tip maybe for people. Something I like to do when I feel nervous, as I'm talking, is I just freaking put all that into like force. Like, if you hear me, I'm just kidding. I'm not screaming, but like, I'm not even kidding. Like, when I'm starting to get nervous, I just say things more forcefully. Like, we urge the court to do this. Like, mind blah, 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 blah. Like, I just like let it out in fierceness. Which, like I said, I don't know if that works for people or whatever, but I found that the comments I get from people are like, oh, you did so good, like, you're not even nervous, like, and I'm like, bro, I was shaking. I was literally shaking. So yeah, I don't know, take with that what you will. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom really quick because I'm gonna log in about 8 minutes. So wish me luck. I am logged in early. They wanted us to log in early. There's like 4 minutes I think until it starts. I'm just sitting here in a ball of nerves because I don't even want to be staring at my thing anymore. I feel like I've practiced that enough. And then I always do like a 1 minute Jesus I Trust in You meditation on the Hallow app. I swear, it's like I'm not getting any money from talking about the app so much. So I always do that before I have anything. And right now I'm just kind of walking around my room, pacing, breathing in, breathing out. Reminding myself it's practice. I actually do really enjoy this, even though I get so crazy nervous. And mainly that it's practice. It's not really worth anything. It's not worth a grade, nothing like that. Obviously, we want to do our best. I want to do my best all the time. I think my biggest worry has been just like not making a fool of myself. But I think with the practice that I've had and like the work that I put in, I don't think that's possible. I am nervous in the sense that the judges could ask questions, could interrupt us at any given moment, and that's not nice because it interrupts the flow of our argument, of course. But our professor has done a really good job of interrupting us all the time, so I feel a little bit prepared for that. And yeah, I don't know. We will see. So yeah, I'm just here talking to you guys so I can pass the time. But I think I'm gonna go back and stare at my screen nervously and wait for the thing to say letting you in or whatever, the little circle thing it does. So it is done. That took a lot of me. I think I'm gonna want to take a walk. I'm kind of tired and I keep thinking about it. because I'm like, I should have done this better, should have done that better. But it was good. It was kind of a lot, to be honest, in the sense that I was like, one, I was like, let me talk about what I want to talk about. And these questions were good. They were good questions, and I was able to answer them. But yeah, it was crazy. It was very like formal and stuff, for sure. Obviously, that's the point. But yeah, so overall, I really did like it. It was fun prepping and like practicing with my classmates, and then in this debate scenario, like it was a good time. I did like it. So we'll definitely be applying to Moot Court for sure. I did end up winning this debate, so that's cool. And like I said, I'm gonna go probably take a walk or something, and then come back and keep doing work, because that's the vibe for law students all the time. So yeah, I hope this was interesting to you all. And again, I just don't know if oral arguments are the same across law schools. This is just kind of how mine went. And it was literally, like I said, an hour, the 15 that for each side, and then we got feedback, which isn't, I don't think it's necessarily normal, but it's feedback that we got because it's our 1 hour practice one. So yeah, like this is how it went. And it was, I know to some people more stressful than others. To me, it wasn't that stressful, again, just because it's something I've done before. And I did get very nervous right before, and during the time I was definitely nervous, especially when I would get interrupted. And there were some pretty key like aspects of the way I did things that got commented on, so that would be something new that I would work on for sure. But I look forward to doing that. And overall, yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.